Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal might completely change the way you look at the coins sitting quietly in your pocket right now. What if I told you a simple, ordinary-looking wheat penny, something most people ignore, toss aside, or spend without a second thought, could secretly be a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars? Yes, not hundreds, thousands. And here's the shocking truth. These coins are not locked away in museums. They are still out there, hiding, waiting, in old jars, forgotten drawers, inherited collections, maybe even in your own home right now. Today on EagleCoins, I'm revealing 4 ultra-rare wheat pennies that are exploding in value in today's market. Coins that collectors are desperately hunting. Coins that could turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable discovery. But here's the twist. One of these coins looks so normal, so harmless, that 99% of people would miss it without even realizing what they just lost. And coin number 1, the one we're about to reveal, carries a quiet power, a silent rarity that has stunned collectors across the United States. So don't skip, don't blink, because every second of this video could bring you closer to discovering a treasure you never knew you had. Let's begin. Coin number 1. Now imagine this. It's 1941. The world is standing on the edge of history. The United States Mint is producing millions of pennies, preparing for uncertain times. And among those millions, a few rare survivors emerge, quietly aging, waiting decades to reveal their true worth. The 1941 wheat penny with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that rich, warm tone that collectors instantly recognize. But what makes this particular coin different, what makes it powerful, is not just its origin, it's its condition, its survival, its story. You describe something very important. A brown layer on the reverse side with black spotting, yet still maintaining a beautiful, uncirculated condition. Now understand this carefully. Most coins from 1941 have been heavily circulated. They've been scratched, worn, damaged, faded. But when a coin like this appears, untouched, preserved, holding on to its original structure, even with natural aging marks like spotting, it becomes something extraordinary. Those black spots, that deep brown tone, that's not weakness, that's character, that's age speaking, that's history frozen in metal. Collectors in the United States don't just look at coins. They feel them, they analyze them. And when they see a coin like this with strong details, minimal wear, and natural toning, demand rises instantly. This coin becomes more than currency. It becomes a collector's prize, a hidden gem, a silent treasure waiting to be claimed. Now, let's talk about rarity. Because while millions were minted, very few survived in this kind of preserved, uncirculated state. And when supply drops and demand rises, something powerful happens. The value begins to climb, steadily, aggressively, year after year. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Current market value, $2,400, $600. Yes, this is absolutely the current market reality, and it's rising. Not slowly, but steadily. The market for wheat pennies is heating up, and coins like this are leading the charge. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is the truth collectors are already acting on. If you are holding this coin, you are not holding spare change. You are holding a growing treasure. And here's something important. Do not rush. Do not panic sell. The value of this coin is increasing day by day. Time is your ally here. Patience can transform this already powerful coin into something even greater. For collectors, the strategy is simple but powerful. Preserve it. Protect it. Avoid cleaning it. Let its natural aging remain untouched. Because that authenticity is exactly what serious collectors crave. And always remember, coins like this don't just appear every day. They are found, rarely, unexpectedly. And when they are, they change everything. So keep your eyes open, because this is only coin number 1. And what's coming next might surprise you even more. If this first coin already has your heart racing, just wait. Because the next wheat penny on this list carries a completely different kind of rarity, a different story, and an even deeper level of collector obsession. Make sure you stay till the end, because one of these coins could be sitting unnoticed, right under your nose. And if you're serious about discovering hidden treasures like this, remember, EagleCoins brings you fresh updates every single day. Real coins, real value, real opportunities. Coin. Number 2. Now, don't blink, because this next coin hides its power in the most unexpected way. The 1940 wheat penny with no mint mark is one of those coins that quietly slips through history, unnoticed by most, but chased relentlessly by those who truly understand the game. At first glance, it feels ordinary. A coin worn by time, touched by countless hands, carrying small marks of age. But those who stop, who look closer, who truly see, realize something powerful is hiding beneath that surface. This coin was struck in Philadelphia, at a time when America was standing at the edge of change. The mint was producing coins in massive numbers, but not all coins survived equally. Many were lost, damaged, erased by time. But some, like this one, endured. Made from 95% copper with tin and zinc, this coin carries the classic wheat penny identity. But what makes your described coin special is not perfection. It's authentic survival. You mentioned brown dots on the reverse, a gray dot, and an almost fine condition. Now listen carefully. Those brown dots are not flaws. They are natural copper toning signatures, formed over decades. They prove this coin has aged honestly, without artificial interference. That gray dot? That subtle shift in tone? It's a sign of oxidation patterns that collectors often study closely, because sometimes these tiny details separate common coins from quietly desirable ones. And then comes the condition. Almost fine is a powerful position in the collector world. Why? Because the coin still holds its identity. The wheat stalks are visible, the date is clear, the structure is intact, yet it carries the evidence of time. That combination creates something rare. A coin that feels real, untouched, unpolished, authentic. And authenticity is what serious collectors pay attention to. Now imagine this. Thousands of these coins were once everywhere. But today, finding one with this exact combination, natural toning, visible detail, and honest aging, is becoming harder and harder and harder. And when something becomes harder to find, demand rises, interest builds, and value begins to move. This is where the quiet transformation happens. A simple penny becomes a collector's magnet, a rising asset, a hidden store of value. Collectors across the United States are actively watching coins like this. They're not just buying coins, they're hunting for stories, for originality, for coins that haven't been altered or cleaned. And this one? It speaks. It tells a story of decades, of survival, of authenticity that cannot be recreated. Now, here comes the moment that changes everything. Current market value, $2,500, $800. Yes, this is the current market reality, not outdated, not guesswork, but aligned with what collectors are seeing right now. And here's the truth most people don't realize. This value is not standing still. It is rising. Day by day, slowly but powerfully, this coin is gaining attention. More collectors are entering the market, more eyes are searching, and fewer coins like this remain available. This is not hype. This is momentum. If this coin is in your possession, then understand this clearly. You are not holding something small. You are holding a growing treasure, a silent force of value, something that time is strengthening, not weakening. And here's the most important advice for collectors. Do not clean it. Do not try to fix those brown or gray dots. That natural surface, that untouched aging, is exactly what gives this coin its identity, its credibility, its demand. Protect it. Preserve it. Let it age naturally, because time is working in your favor. Patience here is power, because the longer this coin survives in its natural state, the stronger its story becomes, and the more collectors will want it. Most people will never understand this. They will overlook it, ignore it, spend it without a second thought. But you see what others miss. And that is where real treasure begins. Now, don't relax yet, because the next coin on our list carries an even deeper level of mystery, a different kind of rarity, and a story that could completely surprise you. Stay with me, because the biggest treasure might still be ahead. And remember, EagleCoins brings you fresh updates every single day, so you never miss opportunities like this. Coin number 3. Now, this is where things start to feel different. Because the next coin on our list doesn't just carry age, it carries mystery, intensity, and a presence that collectors instantly recognize. The 1955 wheat penny with an S mint mark, struck in San Francisco, comes from a year already legendary in the coin world. When collectors hear 1955, their attention sharpens, their curiosity rises, because that year holds some of the most talked about coins in U.S. history. And right here, in your hands, is a version that many would overlook, but serious collectors would never ignore. Let's go deeper. This coin was minted with the same classic composition, 95% copper with tin and zinc, giving it that warm, rich base. But over time, something powerful has happened to its surface. You described brown dots, black spotting on the reverse, and gray toning, with a fine condition. Now pause for a second. Because what looks like simple wear is actually a story written over decades. Those brown dots? They represent natural toning, the slow transformation of copper as it reacts with the environment. The black spot? That deep mark adds contrast, a visual signature that tells collectors this coin has lived, survived, remained untouched by artificial cleaning. And those gray dots? They introduce a layered aging pattern, something collectors examine closely, because no two coins age the same way. This creates individuality, uniqueness, and that's exactly what drives collector demand. Now, let's talk about the condition. Fine condition means this coin still holds strong details. The wheat stalks are visible, the lettering is readable, the structure is intact, but it carries just enough wear to prove its authenticity. This is the balance collectors love. Not too perfect, not too damaged, but real. And in the United States collector market, coins like this are gaining attention for exactly that reason. Because here's the truth. Perfect coins are rare, but authentic survivors are even more powerful. Now imagine this coin sitting among thousands of others. At first glance, it blends in. But in the hands of someone who understands, it stands out. It speaks. It becomes a target, a piece that collectors want to own before someone else does. And here's where things become even more intense. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer coins compared to Philadelphia, which already adds a layer of scarcity. Combine that with natural aging patterns like yours, and a solid fine condition. And suddenly, you're not looking at just another wheat penny anymore. You're looking at a rising collectible, a quiet asset, a coin building strength in today's market. Collectors are watching coins like this more closely now than ever before. Why? Because the supply is not increasing. But the demand? It is. More people are entering coin collecting. More investors are recognizing hidden value, and coins like this are becoming harder to secure. And now, the moment that brings everything together. Current market value, $1,700. $700. Yes, this is the current market reality, and it's not standing still. This value is moving, growing, strengthening over time. This is not a static number. It's part of a trend, and that trend is rising. If you are holding this coin, understand this clearly. You are not holding something ordinary. You are holding a piece of growing wealth, a hidden treasure, something that time is quietly turning into something even more powerful. And here's the most important advice. Do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not try to remove those dots or spots. Those marks, that natural toning, that is the coin's identity. That is what proves its authenticity. That is what collectors are looking for. Preserve it exactly as it is. Store it safely. Let time continue its work, because time is what transforms coins like this into something even more valuable. Patience is everything. Because while others rush, the smart collectors wait, and when the market rises, they are the ones holding the treasure. Most people will never understand this coin. They will overlook it, pass it by, never realizing what they had in their hands. But you see it. You understand it. And that's exactly where the real opportunity begins. Now we've reached a critical point. Because the next coin, the final coin on this list, carries a level of surprise, a level of hidden value that might completely change everything you thought about wheat pennies. Stay with me, because the biggest treasure might still be waiting. And remember, EagleCoins brings you fresh updates every single day. so you never miss what others fail to see. Coin number 4. Now, this is it. The final coin. The one that quietly carries a different kind of power. The kind that doesn't scream for attention, but once discovered, refuses to be ignored. The 1954 wheat penny with an S mint mark struck in San Francisco comes from the closing years of the wheat penny era. By this time, coins had already traveled through decades of circulation, and fewer pieces were being preserved in meaningful condition. But this one survived. And not just survived, it absorbed time. You described something incredibly important. A brown layer, black and green dots, black spotting on the observed side, and a circulated condition. Now, most people would make a mistake here. They would look at those green dots, those dark spots, and assume damage, assume loss of value. But in reality, this is where the story begins. That brown layer? It's the natural aging of copper, built over decades, forming a deep, rich surface that cannot be artificially recreated with true authenticity. Those green dots? They are signs of oxidation, yes, but more importantly, they represent time interacting with metal, creating a surface that tells a story of survival. And the black spots? They add contrast, depth, character, a visual identity that separates this coin from countless others. No two coins age the same way. And that uniqueness? That's exactly what serious collectors look for. Now, let's talk about condition. Circulated condition does not mean weak. It means experienced. It means this coin has moved through real life, through hands, pockets, transactions, and still exists today, still recognizable, still collectible. And here's something powerful. Coins in circulated condition, when combined with original surfaces and natural toning, can attract a completely different type of collector, those who value authenticity over perfection. And that demand? It's growing. Because the market is shifting. Collectors today are not only chasing flawless coins, they are chasing real coins, untouched coins, coins with honest history. Now think about this. San Francisco mint coins were produced in smaller numbers compared to Philadelphia. That S mint mark, small as it may seem, carries weight, scarcity, identity. And when you combine that with decades of natural aging, unique surface patterns, and survival through circulation, you get something rare in a different way. Not rare because it's perfect, but rare because it's real. And in today's market, real is powerful. Collectors across the United States are paying closer attention to coins like this. They are studying surfaces, looking for originality, searching for pieces that haven't been artificially altered. And this coin? It fits that demand. It stands quietly, but strongly, in that category. Now, here comes the moment where everything connects. Current market value, $1,800. $800. Yes, this is the current market level, and it is not fixed. It is moving. It is rising. It is gaining attention day by day. This is not exaggeration. This is the direction the market is already taking. If this coin is in your possession, understand this clearly. You are not holding a simple circulated penny. You are holding a living piece of history, a growing store of value, a hidden treasure that continues to strengthen with time. And here is the most important advice. Do not clean it. Do not remove those green or black dots. Do not try to make it look new. Because the moment you do, you erase its story. And collectors, they don't want artificial beauty. They want truth. Protect it. Preserve it. Let it remain exactly as it is. Because time is not destroying this coin. Time is building it. Patience here is everything. Because while others overlook coins like this, those who understand hold on, and when the market rises further, they are the ones holding something truly powerful. So now you've seen it. 4 wheat pennies, 4 hidden treasures, each one carrying a different story, a different kind of rarity, a different level of opportunity. And the biggest question is, could one of these be hiding with you right now? Take a closer look at your coins, your collections, your old jars, because what seems ordinary might be something far greater. And remember, the value of these coins is not standing still. It is increasing day by day, steadily, powerfully. This is not fiction. This is reality. And those who act early, those who recognize value before the crowd, are the ones who win. If you want to stay ahead, if you want to discover more hidden treasures like these, make sure you stay connected with EagleCoins. Because we bring you fresh updates every single day, coins that matter, values that move, opportunities that most people miss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might be holding a hidden treasure without even knowing it.